So for the season of the Splicer, Bungie went ahead and gave us back the Crown Splitter, and now it freaking destroys everything. And I've been seeing some YouTubers have a little bit too much fun with this sword.
I'm going in.
And do you know what goes perfectly with that Crown Splitter? The Stronghold gauntlets. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I am not gonna lie to you, these gauntlets are f***ing ugly. Or at least, that's what everybody thinks. But in the right hands, you can make something amazing. And that's what we're here to do today. So grab that Crown Splitter, grab those Stronghold gauntlets, leave a like on the video, and let's make some fashion together. So as you saw in the thumbnail, this is what I came up with. Ain't he a freaking looker? I think he looks pretty snazzy with his like brown boots and his like black pants. I think everything just looks really nice, and I actually enjoy this like more casual type look. So let's take a look at what he's rocking. So for his helmet, he's rocking the classic hard case helm. It gives you that classic D1 style. It's very clean, it's very minimal, and it's just a great helmet overall. If you haven't tried to make some looks with it, I strongly recommend it. Oh, and I forgot to mention that every single armor piece that we're going to be rocking today will have Crucible Red Jack on it. For the arms, we are rocking the Stronghold gauntlets. Now we have to use these with Crown Splitter, that way we can maximize the damage. Now I decided to use the Autos Resolve ornament with this. It kind of gives it some extra patterns here and gives it a little bit more contrast with this shader. But since I really don't expect people to have this, you can still rock the default ornament and it won't change too much and it'll still look pretty clean. For the chest, we are rocking the Lux Parka. I have been wanting to use this for a good amount of time, but I didn't use it at first because whenever it came out, everybody had this on, and it's kind of safe to use this now. For the legs, we are rocking the Lux Treads. I like these because it gives you those brown boots and those deep black pants. It's very clean looking and very classy. I will mention that I tried to use the Couturier joggers with this, but if you remember, they look freaking baggy and you look dumb with these on, so yeah, don't use those. And from there, we're going to go over to our class item. I decided to use the Competitive Spirit mark. I do not recommend using this mark if you are planning on using maybe a different color, mainly because if you try to shade it, that's what happens. The red is unshaderable, so only use this if you're going to go for a whatever color and a red combo. If you're looking for another mark to maybe use, you can go ahead and try anything else that's like pretty small and thin. If you are planning on using a different color, maybe try the Ire the End. I don't know how to say that, but yeah, try this mark out. It's still pretty small and it does shade a lot better. One of the other reasons I decided to use the Competitive Spirit mark, because it kind of gave me a little bit of a belt buckle right here, and that just adds to the whole classiness of this build. Now, I don't have this helmet myself because I'm pretty freaking dumb and I didn't go and get it. The Gemson Knight helmet is another good helmet you can try if you don't like maybe the look of the hard case helm. The point is we want a big old visor and then some armor here around the side. So that is a very good replacement. If you have it, go for it. And if you don't have that Lux Parka, you can go ahead and try using the Intrepid Exploit Plate. It's still a very nice jacket, and if you do have the treads but not the parka, I feel like the leather between this jacket and the pants matches a little bit better with the shader, doesn't it? Although I will tell you, you probably would want to use a different color if you're going to use this jacket. I'm not a big fan of the fur around the collar area with the red. It looks a little tacky. And if you wanted to replace the legs, I really couldn't find any replacement for these. At first I thought maybe the hard case stompers might work, and they're not perfect, but if you don't have anything else, that's not a bad replacement. I think another one I was looking at was the Contender Greaves. They still have a little bit more of a casual look, especially with those shoes. But if you guys have anything else that you like for the legs, feel free to comment down below. So now that you have your own Guardian's fashion figured out, let's take a look and see what kind of shaders you can apply to Crown Splitter to make it look good. If you want to match the new fashion that we just made, look no further than Crucible Prestige. It'll also give you this like dark handle and blade edge, and it just looks very edgy. I love it. And this is what it looks like on the back of my Guardian. If you want to look like you just started an RPG game and you have basic weapons and armor, then look no further than the Butterbark shader. It'll make your sword look wooden, and I I honestly think it's kind of funny. If you want a cool animated shader on your sword and you want it to look like it's made from void energy, then try out Amethyst Bloom. I could honestly stare at this shader move around all day. However, it does move a little bit slower whenever you are out of your menus and in the game. And if you like that other animated shader, then you can also try Blue Shift Dreams. It kind of makes your sword look like it's made out of lake water. It reminds me of that story whenever King Arthur like throws his sword into the lake and the Lady of the Lake just like holds it out for him or whatever. I don't know, man. It's a lake sword. It's a water sword. And unlike Amethyst Bloom, this shader still looks like it kind of moves pretty quickly and you can still kind of see it from far away. And if water isn't your thing, then go ahead and let it go, and you can use Dawning Elegance to make yourself an ice sword. So just so you know, this shader is going to move like a lot slower, and I mean it moves really slow. Like there is a video going on in the background right now and you can barely even tell it's moving. But I thought it was still a very good looking shader and you should try it out for yourself. But whenever you go out of your menus and you actually go in game, it kind of looks like the shader is standing still because of how slow it's moving. Alright everybody, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope that kind of gave you some ideas for you to kind of work with Crown Splitter and make you and the sword look amazing. If you guys would like to share anything that you created, go ahead and click on the link down below to join my Discord server. I check my Discord every single day. In fact, I check it like really often, so you don't have to like mention me or anything. I will absolutely see every single look that you guys post inside that fashion runway. Oh, and if you guys like fashion contests, we do that every single weekend, so that's another good reason to join. And if you guys like Destiny 2 fashion, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button so that way more people can see the video. If you guys missed the last video, go ahead and click on that little annotation at the top right corner to watch that. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and as always, stay beautiful.